winner. Another win for Mexico, who keep a clean sheet and win again. I don't know if people like it, Diego. You'll say that in your final comments. But let's go with the last comments. And in Victoria, 1-0, Mexico won with a goal by Johan Vasquez against the Australian team.
On the edge of the knife, as it should be, Mexico ends up winning. Australia had a free kick in their favor to tie, but in the final play, they didn't end up going for the equalizing goal. The match ends here at the Rose Bowl in California. Mexico with the win, 1-0 in Javier El Vasco Aguirre's penultimate test before the World Cup. Next week, they'll have the match against Serbia, and tomorrow, or at the latest by Monday, the official list of players called up for the 2026 World Cup will be released. In the second half, Mexico was a little lighter, a bit less rigid in terms of the tactics they showed us in the first 45 minutes. We saw a Mexico that tried to be more offensive, but unfortunately they couldn't find success in their attack. In the second half, Julián Quiñones, Santi Jiménez, and César Huerta were the players who changed the attacking line, which at the start had Orbelín Pineda, Alexis Vega, and Memo Martinez. Vasco Aguirre will have to work very specifically on that. Y por ende muestren en goles which players could be starters in the offensive part and show good qualities and therefore score goals. And for the complementary part, someone who can hold the ball more in the game and be freer in the midfield. Australia showed a very good version, played a very good match against Mexico, and looked better in the second half, although they weren't effective. I want to highlight Touré, who was one of the most unbalancing players and one of the most involved players in this match. And in the end, Cuenstras showed that Australia is going to be a tough team to face in the World Cup. And very specifically in Group D with Turkey, the United States, and Paraguay. We are ready for the World Cup, the final tune-up. Next Thursday against Serbia at the Nemesio. 10 through Falso 9 TV and the big debut on June 16th. Sorry, next June 11th at the Sika Stadium against South Africa. Mexico is ready for the World Cup.
There's almost nothing left. 12 days, one more friendly match for Mexico, and then the wait for the World Cup is over. In 3.5 years, the World Cup will be here at home, live on Falso 9 TV. Akem, we're also saying goodbye. Greetings to Arica Roma, say Mexico's fans. Mexico needs to stay humble and remember what happened with Chile so they don't get humbled again. As for me, that experience taught me humility, and I don't want to go through it again. So we thank everyone who is with us. We ended up with even 100 people. We're leaving because it's late and we need to watch The Great American and give our full support. So goodbye. Thank you very much, Diego. Diego, your social media to say goodbye to this wonderful audience that has been with us in Mexico's 1-0 victory, 1-0.